Welcome to San5pos system. This is the login page where you have to key in the user ID and password. Click login. It will take you to landing page, which is bill pad. In the bill pad, you can see on the top, you can search the product using barcode, or you can search the product with the product by product name. It gets added to the cart here on the right hand side. Next to that is customer. For customer search, this is to place order for a existing customer. Next to that is the order checkout. Next to that is a green color icon. This shows the data sync status. So the next to that is the notification icon. Here we can see all the notification available for the system. For example, if there is a reorder quantity or the product reached the negative stock, we can show as part of the notification here. The last one is the menu. So there you can see the list of menu available for this user ID, and we can navigate to the respective function. On the left hand side, we can show the category: vegetable general, vegetable root. There are categories. Under each category, we will list out the product for that category. Below here is the additional functions for like transfer, return, the customer return note, hold to hold the order, clear to clear the item in the cart, and discount to give discount for the order. The last below part is the shortcut key. We can use the touch screen, or you can also use the keyboard to perform the same function. Let me show you how to create new order. Go here. Let me click here, enter the quantity, and you can see the summary information here, and click the checkout to place order. You can see the different payment option. We have cash, nets, cash and nets, voucher and pay now. If nets is integrated in our system, we can place the order directly, and then from the nets you can accept QR, flash pay and nets card. For this order I place using cash payment, so it gets added. Now you can see, if you want to see all the order, existing order, you can go to the my order. You can see all the order created for the day. You can also search by using different date range. Okay, so now let's go to the bill pad. I will show you how to hold the order. Click here, place file. Below here there is hold button. Click hold. It gets holded here with the new sequence number 4. If let's say we want to retrieve the hold order, click here. That gets added, or it will be retrieved into cart. Let me show you how to place the order with discount. Here we have a discount at two places, one at the summary level, order level, which I place $10, and we also have the discount at item level. So we can have a discount at both levels. Okay. Now let me show you how to create the customer return. Let me select the order number. Bill pad. Here you just clear, and you can click return. Either you can scan or enter the order number. It gets retrieved and added back to the cart here. So if either you can remove the item, or you can change the item here and click the confirm return. Once you click confirm return, there will be new customer return will be created, that you can see under the my order. In the my order, you can see the status is returned. If you want to let me show you how to reprint the order. Once you place the order, let's say you want to reprint the order, the last order, you can click the reprint, so that gets printed again. I'll show you how to create order for the existing customer. Choose the customer and you can place the order 5, and if you click the checkout, that means you are placing order for the customer Karthi, and you can also see what is the reward points available for him. Now if you want to create as a credit order, which means you get the payment after few days, that means you can also place the order as credit order. You click credit, then it will go into this credit order pending. In that you can see this is a Karthi Mart, and then let's say you're receiving a payment for this order for $2.50 the time, then you can click the match. Once you match the order as cash or nets, so basically you have to select the customer and click match cash or nets. Once that is matched, then that order will be disappear from the list. So you can see that you can also get the payment in advance, and you can match against multiple order. Let me show you how the other sales report and the other reports. Sales report, basically you have the sales report. You can see by month, and then you can see by hourly, and you can see by different frequency. So for the hourly one, basically you can see all the sales, profit and return, and you can also see by hour, like 10, 12 and the 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. So each hour by 2 hours time, so you can see that like what is the volume and also the sales and profit. So it helps to plan your resource at what time is the peak, so accordingly we can plan our resource. You can also select the date range, different date range, and you can fetch the sales information by hourly or by weekly. You can see all those information here. So these data what you see here also can be downloaded to Excel. We also have sales by payment. Similarly, we can see by different frequency, like 7 days or 30 days or a time range. You can specify the time range, and you can see all the sales by payment. This also you can download Excel. Next report is a product analysis report, product sales. You can see the top 5 product to all products by basically you just say top 50 products by sales. You can click here by the frequency I put as 30 days. So these are the order items which is products sold for last 30 days, and these are the top 50 product. You can sort this by quantity, by sales or by profit. So accordingly you can plan your stock. This information also you can download to Excel. And we can also see the transaction trend, like how the product transaction is. So accordingly you can see how much the stock to be kept in the store. Next is the my buy category. You can see the product, the top categories, top 50, 20, whatever. Then you can just choose the date range. Similar to what you see for the buy product, you can also see here, and you can also sort by quantity, sales and profit. This report also we can download to Excel. Next to that is we have a report, is audit report, where all the data, the master data which is being updated. So we capture the audit Also, whatever discount we give for the for any order, that will be shown here, so that it will be helpful for the supervisor to review it, or how much the discount has been given. So you can also use the advanced search to search by amount, by date and all. I show you how to create the user. Click the user, create new. So the user 3, user 3 at so here when you create the user, you have a 3 user profile, which is admin, user and stock count user. Basically, based on this profile, their access will be changed. Let me give the user ID. Oh, so the password has to be we have to follow the security standard as what it is mentioned up here. So it has to be minimum 8 characters. So once you have this password entered with standard allowed standard, then this new user will be created and that user can log into the system. Next, I'll show you how to create the support ticket. You click support ticket. If there is any issue, where you can raise a ticket to San5pos team, they will look into it and they revert back within 24 hours. So we also have a hotline where they can call us for any urgent issue. We will be looking into the issue. So this is the place where to create a ticket. The next is the settlement. So end of the day, we need to perform the settlement. You click the daily settlement and you can see all the settlements done, the past settlements. You have to create the settlement for today. So this is from this date to this date and time. So you have to enter the denomination, and accordingly you can see what is the shift total and what is the shortage here, whether there is any expense created. Everything will be created. Save and confirm. So settlement will be created. So the till amount is we kept as $500, which we keep it as 0, which means every time when they log in they have to enter the till amount. So that is available in the general setting. Next to that is the expense. This is the expense which we create when we receive any item and we are spending from the shop. Then we have to create as an expense that will be shown on the daily settlement. Let's say I create a settlement, and for this shop supplier A, cash payment, or it's configurable. So you click yes, the expense will be created. So it will be shown in the next settlement. Next to that, I will show you the settings. In the general settings, we can change the shop name. You can key in the registration number and also the email ID for us to receive the email settlement mail to this email ID. So this is the place where we can input the till amount. Address details can be changed in this place. System setting, basically we have various payment options, so you can enable, disable it. We can also have on the right hand side product price update. So there are a few auto print, basically it prints directly when you place the order, or we can have an option to reprint as we need it. So the second display window where we show all the prices for the customer display, we can on and off. So in the display window, to hide the price or not, which is available here, so to reset the stock, to start the stock on freshly, we can just click the reset, so it will get reset. So data sync, basically between the online and offline. Basically this is the online, this is the offline. So from the online to offline, the data gets synced. I will just show you shortly. So these are the functions available in the offline, and this is the green button which tells us that there is a data sync happen between online and offline. So let me go to the online. So online, is this online? So this online, basically we can create the product. So let's say I go to this product, Pista RRR, and now I will, okay, I think it is logged off, signed out. Okay, let me see the product in the online. If you click the product, let me change the selling price to $20 and click update. Once I click the update, this changed to $20, the first one, RR Pista. If you go to the offline, if you go to the product, then you can see that this is not reflected yet. So it will basically, the time interval is every 15 seconds the data refresh happens. If you want to do manually, you can just click the data sync, the product gets synced, and the selling price is updated from online to offline. So the other thing, from offline, the data movement happens for the order. Whatever order you place, that will get pushed to the online. So you can see all the information, reports, everything in online as well as offline. Let me go to the online. In the online, you can create a new product. You can let me show you how to create new product. Click product, new product. One, you have to choose the subcategory, and the selling price. You have a barcode, update, create. So this new product is created. And if you want to create a category, you have a list of predefined categories. You can change as you need. So if you want to add a new subcategory for the category under beverages, click here, you can add. So you can add the subcategory. Under the subcategory, we have the option to enable the subcategory or disable it, basically to show it on the bill pad or not. This POS is basically a flag which will tells you whether to show the subcategory in the bill pad or not. And next is the weighing scale, which is basically the weigh items, where like fruits and vegetable, where you can enable that option so that when it can be weighed using a weighing scale, right? It will get our system is integrated with the weighing scale, so it automatically it will treat as a weight item. So every subproduct or subcategory, we can also have an open item. We have an open item at the outside, as well as by category we can create the open item. Next is the product. Under the product, there's two ways to create. I will show you how to create the purchase order. So you go to the inventory under the purchase order. So these are the existing purchase order. I'll create new. Select the name. Automatically it goes to the product list. I select. So when I select the product, so when you enter the quantity, it will automatically show what is the current price and also the current the cost price by adding a tax, and this is the net price. So when there is a different, we also show the difference between net price and the current price. If any profit margin, if it is less than the profit margin, right? If the profit margin is less. So basically, if you see, I set up here the markup percentage here is $26 because we buying at $1.19 and we're selling at $1.50. Here also we can change the markup percentage or the selling price. So I'll put 70. Now you can see that markup percentage has changed to $43. So once you add here and save, automatically it gets reflected into the product master. So it will be like in the next order, the change of price will be reflected. You need to key in the expiry date, click save and confirm. So the purchase order creation is made easy, where you can do all the functions, like we can set up the markup percentage, what was the last the cost price from this supplier, and the expiry date. All those things are captured, even the available quantity. Now let's say by mistake we created the purchase order, you can also do the amend PO. If you want to create the purchase order for the same supplier for the next month, following month, so we can just create the purchase order. So it's here, it's a copy PO. Click copy PO, it gets created and save. Right. So this is the one way to create a purchase order. There is another way to create a purchase order, that is from the product master, where you can just see you can filter based on various factor. Let's say reorder. Once it is reached the reorder quantity, it's available less than the reorder quantity, search. These products, the total 969 products, have reached the reorder quantity. Right now it's quantity $60. So you can just choose the item. We can create the purchase order for this item. So where you can just select all, or you can just choose the preferred supplier product. For that supplier, you can directly create the purchase order. You don't need to go to the purchase order to create. You can create from here. So you need to fill up the quantity, what is available quantity, how much you want to pay, how much you need to buy. So click and you can create the new purchase order, the same flow. So two ways we can create the purchase order. Next I'll show you how to where to see the expiry date. Under the inventory menu, you can see there is a stock expiry. By product, you can see, you can also choose expiry date. Let's say I choose the date as August. Any product which is getting expired after August will be shown here. So you can also plan your product in advance when the product is getting expired. And next is a supplier return. You can also create the supplier return for the purchases you have made. So click supplier return, create new, choose the supplier, and then you can also create the direct supplier return, or you can create the supplier return for the product for the purchase order. So all the product will be listed here. Click save and confirm. The supplier return is created. Next to that is the stock count. The stock count feature is available in mobile. So I'll also show here just to see as part of the demo. I just show the stock count. Basically, you need to, okay, this one is already in the stock count, so I'll take new product. So enter the quantity, and then you need to input the expiry date and confirm. So if there is a discrepancy, which means discrepancy with the available quantity and the system quantity, or the count quantity and the system quantity, automatically it goes to the pending. So once it goes to the pending, the supervisor have to log into the system and do the stock approval. Either you can reject or approve the stock based on the discrepancy you see on the screen. As a count quantity is this much, but in the system is 0. So likewise, you can do this approval, either reject or approve. With that, I have come to the end of the session. Thanks for watching.